Back out here again. Another fresh night. It's time to get this motor mounted up, so it's time to get that trolley done. Get it on, and then I can get this motor out of the way, so let's get into it. Got my flute all drilled out. That lip there I'm actually using as like a shoulder for the inside of the bearing to rest up against. Stop the wheel from moving inwards. So I can't actually weld there, so I'm going to plug weld them holes up. And that should keep the rod in there. So I'll grab a wheel, fit him up. As you can see, can't go in any further. So that's all good. Ended up getting some washers that were slightly too small, and got the eBay spec step drill out. Fucking not bad, that. It's a fucking good thing. Drilled them out so they're a nice flush fit. Probably too flush. There you go. And then yeah, drilled the hole in the end of the rod there. Got the split pin through. Pretty simple setup. So if I ever go fogging the threads off it, I can just split pin off, wash her off, get another wheel, chuck it on, keep motoring. So I'll get this axle welded into the frame now and get the show rolling. In. Might close those ends off, I'll see how I go. So I'll slap some wheels on and have a look. So oh, let's go gardening. Ordered a caster wheel for the rear. I'll just weld that straight to the bottom, and it's perfect height to level that out, so should be good. Now I'll just plod around. I want to swap stems, see if dropping the front of my bike is going to make it feel any better, film manuals and stuff, and swap stems over, and then yeah, this thing's just about ready, just waiting for a couple of bits. The other night I come out, welded up the body lines, and yeah, not quite finished yet. I'm waiting on some tools to turn up, but COVID's completely fucked everything, so anyway, so yeah, then joins are all done. There's big massive gaps and more glue, of course, so back into it again. It's probably a bit noisy. I've got the flamethrower going, so I've got some angle, and I'm going to stick that on the bottom of this frame like that, stitch it on. So what it does is it acts as a sort of a strap, so when the weight goes down it's got to pull against it, try and fold that bit of angle, but also pull against the welds the whole way along the length of the steel. So I'll do that one across there, and then I've got another piece, butt that in. That's going to go sort of like that, angle it so it flushes up nice against that one, and stops about where the rear cast is going to go, so that's worked out alright. We've got some plate to cap on the ends as well. We'll get this done. That's basically it for this car thing, trolley. You can see a bit of angle all the way underneath, across there. Ended up capping the end there, capping the tops. It took me 5 more minutes, and also capped the ends there. And anyone who thought I was going to be laying dorms, and I'm sorry to upset you on that one. The best I can do is the chook shit, but it's all about the peno, mate. So that's all wire wheeled now, so it's ready for primer. So I'll get the rotisserie out, give it the same treatment. Fingers crossed tomorrow. Get back out here and get them both primed up, and then we can start looking at cab lifts, get this thing mounted up, so fingers crossed. So yeah, the old flamethrower did a pretty good job, warmed up the shed quite a bit, so I thought, oh well, fuck it, why not paint the rotisserie now at 10 o'clock. It's now a little bit later than that, but yeah, probably not as much paint on it as I'd like, but I was a part thin and I didn't think I was going to get this far, but if I get out tomorrow I'll paint that, get some more paint. It's just the old metal shield for the dual lux. It's pretty good stuff, so, and that's one major job out of the way. Anyway, time for beef. So with the rotisserie done, the trolley done, it's time to get the cab motor mounted on. So I'll probably get this cab up first. I'll lift it off the roof, get it propped up high enough I can get these mounts underneath it. And then, yeah, get into it.
There was a time when men would prosper. They saw a sign that would offer them the key. Immortality. The desert sand held a place of recourse. Their motivation driven by higher source. Higher source. They let them know there's something more. The writings on the wall tell us the story of it all. It makes no sense. Show me the key, the coffin text. The disbelievers came to conquer. The secret's lost in a buried desert tomb. They see
After weeks of slowly building this thing, it's finally all mounted up. Pretty good height, so happy with that. So yeah, now we can move it around, rotate it, We now get to the plenum in the front. Do a bit to the roof, gutters, all that sort of stuff. Just rotate it. And also get underneath the floor and seal any gaps up and all that sort of stuff. Stop all the shit from getting in places it shouldn't. So it's all mounted up now. You can rotate it because it's got this gearbox on it. It's only a slow rotation. You don't have to worry about it. As we were saying, you can rotate it and it's not going to take off on you. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Get underneath now. It's actually pretty good underneath this thing. There's just a couple of bits that need tidying up and holes that don't need to be there, sort of thing. And so yeah, we're one step closer. It's a big big job out of the way, one that I've been wanting to finish. So it's easy as that. So I'll get this pushed out of the way now. Got my crane there, and I'll get that motor mounted onto the frame, and there's 2 jobs done.
Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
Bits. So it's all trolleyed up. Pretty happy with how it's worked out. Measurements and my guesstimations were pretty close. This side's probably not bolted as well as I wanted to, but because this thing's so feral, broke an engine mount a while ago. So yeah, it's never been straight after that. But we'll see if it lifts. Didn't do too well in maths, so this thing might huck a fronty. Bloody hell, that's perfect. Well, that surprised me. Anyway, gotta be happy with that. So, motor's mounted up, cab's mounted up. 2 big jobs out of the way, finally. The old deadly treadly's basically done. Fucking flying. So yeah, that's pretty much ready to ride, except for they shut the skate parks. Motherfuckers. Hopefully get my steel soon, build the frame for that, start building the bench. Slow going, but it's just the way it is at the moment. Been a pretty good night. Motor's on the trolley, cab's on the rotisserie. Rotate's good, everything's working, so decided to plot around and get these end bits out. They're looking a bit ordinary. As you can see, a bit crusty under there, but now the cab's up on the side. Yeah, I can see onto the floor. Floor's really good. There's a bit of dirt and shit that was still there, but other than that, pretty happy with it. So yeah, I've just been looking at the bottom of the plenum. Well, what's left of it. Slowly getting there. Anyway, that's it for the night. Won't be back out to the weekend. Hopefully have a cab by then. And yeah, just get on the cutting sections out a bit. Ready to put in this one. Yep.